So first of all, late yesterday, Steven Crowder, the conservative guy's got the YouTube channel. Does he still have YouTube? He keeps getting kicked off of YouTube. Anyway, Steven Crowder, you know Steven Crowder. And he got some exclusive information, some intel from one of his sources within the FBI. And it involved a situation right here in Memphis, Tennessee. So there was this guy, and he's a messed up kid, and he had been texting his parents saying that he wanted to basically blow up Trump supporters by rigging his van with explosives. Now, I did a little bit of research, found out, this guy's social media pages. I was looking through, scanning over the media pages, and I saw that on the back of his van, he had the words "from the river to the sea" scrawled over the back of his van. Now, the parents said he's basically a nut job, and the investigation was, we got to find this guy and find out what his intent is. Now, this was on February the 29th. We just found out about it yesterday. So my question is, why did the feds, why did they sit on this information? Why did Homeland Security not alert people that there could be some sort of a nut job out there that may be wanting to harm Trump supporters? Why did the FBI not release that information? Now, they ended up finding this guy, and for whatever reason, they decided not to arrest him or charge him. And again, this goes back to the reporting of Steven Crowder that this guy was certifiable. He's crazy. Well, I got news for you. Crazy people do crazy things. And it seems to me, if you've got a guy on February the 29th, if you know that there's some guy and you're looking for this guy, and he's driving through a town or a city, it seems to me you would want to alert that town or city to the fact that a potential domestic terrorist is looking to blow up Trump supporters. By the way, there aren't that many out here in these parts, so yesterday afternoon I kind of peeked out the window of the news bunker to make sure there wasn't a van nearby. But this guy was going to rig his van with explosives and blow Trump supporters to kingdom come. That's what he was going to do. But I found it interesting that law enforcement did not want to tell the general population about that. Does that bother you? Does that concern you? Because I'm telling you right now, moving into this election cycle, and this goes all the way back to 2016, where the Democrats have been fomenting this violence against Trump supporters. Now, in the media, all you hear about are how horrible and violent the Trump supporters are, but they're not, right? They're in reality, they're not. The people that are shooting up schools and churches and doing all this vandalism are on the left. They're either Antifa, BLM, transgender folks, or just run-of-the-mill Democrats. And we've got some audio here, and the reason why I think this is important is that we sort of need to know if there's a crazy man in a van loaded with explosives, or at least the very possibility there could be a crazy man driving around with a van full of explosives. We need to know that so we can just be prepared. What would have happened if this guy had really wanted to blow up Trump supporters? There you go, Todd. All that hyperbole. The Democrats are just good people. They're just good, decent people. They may disagree with you politically, but they're good-hearted people. Oh, really? Cut number one.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
You got to be ready to throw a punch. You have to be ready to throw a punch.
Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the face.
I feel like punching him.
I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school. If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
No, I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now.
Okay. When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
People will do what they do.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
We're going to go in there, we're going to...
Well, this is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. And for those of you who are soldiers, make them pay.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be?
Does one of us have to come out alive?
A big chuckle fest to these people. These are actually elected officials. That was real. Remember Chucky Schumer? I want to tell you, Gorsuch. I want to tell you, Kavanaugh. Tell us what, Chucky? Why isn't that guy in jail, by the way? I mean, every single person that you just heard ought to be charged as an accessory to the crime, or if nothing else, actually fomenting riots across the nation. So all that to say, you've got all these Democrats out there, and look, if you're some sort of a kooky moron driving around in a van and you've got mommy and daddy issues and you want to blow people up, and then you hear somebody like, I don't know, Kamala Harris or one of the squawking magpies on The View, or the man-woman, what's her face on MSDNC in prime time. You hear these people, and they're telling people to get out there and go after Trump supporters. Yeah, I can see where that would be a very dangerous thing.